Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now whistles come. And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 71 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Marquis Christian.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Cousins.
3rd and 4.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner. But to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
At the 41.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On play action, Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And fighting down inside the 25. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
Vikings, first down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
And I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Foles. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Foles. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bears 17, Vikings 14.
1
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off around the 27. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to get fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead loose, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they do get it before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he pushes way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
You truck him, man.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Bulls on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 24, Vikings 14. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Jordan Lucas there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 38-yard line.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, it's Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Johnson. It's a pickup of 3.
Play fake, Cousins.
At the 27-yard line.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Cousins again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. He won't go down. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
Cousins gives way to Cook. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Well, now what do? Do you run it again? Didn't have success there, or do you throw it?
Yeah, I think in play action right now. Fake it and get a quick pass to your favorite receiver and just try and gain.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 20. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to get this beyond the foot.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. For the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack. On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski.
And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Now's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he finds Gronk. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Taking it in for the yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've...
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete to Mike Evans. No gain on the play. Brings up
to throw is Brady.
The 14-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Foles.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Bears.
Now Foles. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 58 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on 1st down, Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 7, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Eddie Goldman able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Brady, open man, Gronkowski complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
33-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady to throw. This is caught. 23 yards on the play.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this, including laying out for that one.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember putting...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Foles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski.
And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 38, Bears 14. Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Second and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At their 48.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Murray now on 1st down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Skrine. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Cardinals nothing. O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Now a draw play with Drake.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running for the shotgun with Dre. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 33. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bulls on the handoff. Here's Cohen.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll drop the throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just have the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper one.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action.
Let's do this.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
First down, Cardinals.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
22 yards. First down, Arizona.
Murray to give. This is Drake.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Now Cohen. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bears will extend their lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He can run for it.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Let's get him.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, it's Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Be alert.
Here's Foles. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Here we go.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Murray, one final try. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Big hold of the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They